I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, call it audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the game over with the showstopper. So hot, you gotta blow on it. I said I'll huff and I'll puff, then I'll pass to my left while I'm looking to my right. Hit him right in the chest. It be looking like magic. Better give me the throne. I ain't talking about Patrick, but I rep my home. I'm never at the end of my zone. I'm bad to the bone. Eating up these pig skins like they chicharrones. And you a douche cabron. Mira, mira at the mirror on the wall. I'm the greatest of them all. They gon' put me in the hall. Your name is only written in a bathroom stall. Quit your stalling and make a play. My drive too long. Pop the clutch, I don't pump the brakes. I know what it takes to gain the muscle, get rugged. These butterfingers be fumbling. Squash the scrimmage and rub it in Robitussin. How I give them concussion. They seeing double, they rushing and pass the shovel. The dirt and rubble, I bury them under it. Stay in your huddle and get 10 yards back. Never turn your back. I'ma pull your flag. I go full contact. Out punch, out kick like a shotgun blast on one out snap. It's a fact that I'm unstoppable. Forget your defense, nothing but an obstacle. Run it back, switch it up, calling audible. Serving up them Hail Marys till the
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to a new episode of Horseshoe Mouth Podcast. And I know you guys miss us. It's been a while. I did have a brief episode a couple weeks ago, but we all haven't been together in a while. So I want to go ahead and kick this thing off and just checking on the guys and seeing how they are. What's going on, guys? What's up with you guys? It's been a minute. I know you life has happened, but let everybody know how y'all been.
Yeah, been pretty good. Nice little break. Finally, football's finally back tomorrow. So just excited for that.
That's the most important thing. Football is back. What about you, Harish?
There's the mute button. Yeah, no, it's been good. Life has been good. It's been really, really chill. It's glad to be back. I'm glad to finally talk about football for real. Whether it's mumble jumble from Chris Ballard or hopefully AR can stay healthy through a training camp. Maybe Michael Pittman Jr. can catch this year, like something different. It'd be nice to see. I'm really excited to see this team actually, like in all seriousness, right? Um,
Yes.
if everything can come together, this team could be good. So we'll see what happens.
I agree, man. And um, speaking of the podcast, we can't begin the podcast without mention the fanbattlesports.com, where you can find all of our podcasts, previous episodes. You can find our articles, the new things that we're going to be posting and sharing with you guys in the future. Go ahead and check that out at www.fanbattlesports.com. But these are the people that made this possible, made this show possible, along with the guys that are on this panel right now. So shout out to Fan Battle Sports. But yes, I'm glad you guys mentioned. Football is back. We got it tomorrow. Our training camp starts tomorrow, and let's go ahead and kick it off, guys. Let's kick it off with AR. No, let's go ahead and start with the Chris Ballard. I'll let Harish speak on what he have listened to when he heard the Chris Ballard presser earlier today. He had a lot of things to say about the team moving forward and about a certain someone. So let her reach, and I let Austin speak on their takes about Chris Ballard.
Yeah, I think there's a couple things here, right, to kind of dig into. Found it really interesting his thoughts on AR. The one thing that really stuck out to me is his comparison of Anthony Richardson to um, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. I think that's a wild comparison. I thought that comparison was absolutely insane. Um, and the reason why I say that is AR at every level of football has never been an established player, right? I don't think he was even a 4-star recruit. He might have been a 3 he might have 3-star recruit. Maybe he was 4 stars. I don't even remember. But it, Sam Darnold was a really good college quarterback. He had a very successful college career. Mayfield was a freaking Heisman Trophy winner. So, when you compare those guys, it's like NFL trajectory, and you go look at the teams they went and got drafted by, like, they got drafted by complete abominations of franchises. Like, the Cleveland Browns is probably one of the worst, probably the worst sports franchise in the history of sports, right? And then the Jets aren't far behind them. They haven't been in like 50 years. And so you go look at how those organizations are run, and you go see Anthony Richardson, who barely played in college, yet alone, had any success, couldn't stay healthy in college, gets out the top 5 based off of high value potential. Very young, very, very raw. Has been given the keys to a franchise. What did he come into the league as, like 21, 20, something like something silly like that?
He was
And
20
then to
years old.
say, what's that?
He was 20.
And then to say, look at Baker Mayfield, look at Sam Darnold was absolutely wild to me. And to me, like, that's just like, it's still like a lack of awareness from Chris Ballard. Like, I'm glad I didn't hear the words like, this position's really hard to play. This position is really hard to play. That's like an improvement this year. Like, I didn't hear that, and I was really, really happy to not hear that. But that's like the one thing he said that really stuck out to me, and I'm just like, oh god, like what are we doing here? But overall, like, it's just a bunch of words. I mean, when you hear the same thing over and over for 10 years, like nothing, not much can change. Like, he said something about like somebody was asking him about the playoffs, and he was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, we're all frustrated about playoffs." And even like started giving like his life story about not making the playoffs. Like, who cares, dude? Like, what are we doing to make the playoffs this year? Like, that's all we care about. I don't care about what happened last in 2021 and whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just a bunch of word jumble. Like, I don't. It's so hard to listen to him talk anymore.
I understand what you're saying. It is
That's my
frustrating.
soapbox.
I know it is frustrating to hear the same thing for going on now. It's about pretty much our concerns we have with the team. Quarterback has been an issue since he's been, drafted. He had Andrew Luck for one full season. And that's 2018. And then he didn't have, well, he had him 2017, 2018, and he didn't have him in 2019. He retired. And from that moment, it's been a downward spiral. One thing I took out of that, I'll let Austin go ahead and give his take on the press before I get into mine. Go ahead, Austin.
Um, so I think really what he was saying when he brought up Baker and Sam was like the teams they drafted probably look back at what they did to let them go, and now they're playing really well in the league. Like they regret that, and he don't want to regret giving up on AR early. Not necessarily like they're not even the same type of players. I don't think they're player to player. I just think the situation of giving up on a player too early, and he doesn't want to do that, which I agree with. Like I feel like he has to give him this year, but I guess with the competition, you don't really gonna happen. Um, but for the whole thing, like as a whole, I think I'm just excited for training camp because it feels like it's gonna be more competitive. It feels like the defense is gonna be held more accountable, is what the players are saying. So I think Chris Ballard knows if he doesn't succeed, then this truly could be his last year, and I'm hoping that means something good's gonna happen.
Uh, and I agree. Teresa said that Gert Carley, she's not playing. I think she's going to fire Chris Ballard no matter what. She says she wants to be yes. Yeah, speaking on that, she did say that. She said she don't want to just talk about winning. She want to talk about being the best. That's what her father, was about. Even though we haven't seen that since Andrew Luck. We haven't seen the best. We've been mid, and that's the worst way I can put it. I don't want to put as, but just been mid. Mid. We had opportunities to make the playoffs, and we haven't. It's just been um, disappointing. It has been a disappointment. That's what Chris Ballard was trying to. come across in his presser uh, without sounding confused, because most of it is on him. Most of it's on him and how he built his team. The structure of the team was not a quarterback. Was not a quarterback, piece away to making the playoffs. We could have made the playoffs without it. Having um, elite quarterback, but our defense was bad. We didn't have all the play. We didn't have uh, the right receiving core. Linebacker core is bad. When they saw that Darius Leonard was injured and wasn't able to possibly come, they didn't draft that at that position. Our cornerback's been bad. Safety been bad. He noticed these things and he ignored them because he said the famous thing. I don't have the clip on here, but he's been saying, "I like the group of guys we have." That's not how you build a team. You like the guys who have, and we are not winning games where we should be winning, uh, even without the quarterback. And now we have a quarterback that they drafted fourth overall 2 years ago, and I kind of understand what he's saying when it comes down to it. I'm on par with Austin saying. I do understand what you're saying to Harish, because he don't have the same level of playing as Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, well, even with USC, he was okay at USC. I don't think he was great, but the Jets were bad.
He
And they
was
both.
better than Anthony Richardson.
That's correct. And they left those teams. They were put in better situations with Sam Darnold going to the Vikings and having a great season. And end up getting a big contract, getting $100 million contract with Seattle. And so it's yet to be seen what would happen with him being there. He could flop. Sam Darnold right now is playing really well with the Buccaneers. So I get that part, is that being get rid of soon before it's time, and so he wants to kind of see where we at with our quarterback. Maybe it's time. Another thing he did say is that we can go ahead and get this out the air and go ahead and put this in the universe, is that this is not a make or break season for AR. We've been thinking about this probably going to be his last season, but it seemed like with Carly, with him, they aren't just giving up on him after the season.
Yeah.
Sarah said, "Hey, boys, football is back. Julian Blackman signs with the Saints. That's good for him after Honey Badger just retired earlier. So now there's a vacant spot over there at safety for the Saints. So now he is employed. Hope we do well with the Saints, just not against us."
Yeah, I
Sorry.
think the only other thing, and the reason why I say, yes, I agree with this point that those teams might have given up on him too easily. I agree with that. I do think they did, but they also didn't put him in the best situations, right? Like, it goes back to the organizations that they played for, but also at the same token, you could say, like, with Baker Mayfield, they didn't put him in the best situations, but you could also fall back on the fact that Baker Mayfield has been successful when put in the right situations, right? Not saying that we put AR in the best of situations, but there's no background or backbone to fall back on to say, here's what AR can do at his fullest potential, right? And we haven't even seen like 50% of that. Like, we're in year 3 and we're still like hoping this guy can stay healthy. Like, I'm still like, so I'm not even worried about his development as a player, because I can't even get past the fact that this guy can't even stay healthy for more than 6 games a year. And we're in year 3 with that. Now, could it be bad luck? Could it be, like, whatever? Like, could it be, I don't know. Like, it's probably a combination of all of those things. But when you look at a guy that you picked based off of development, we're in year 3, and my number one concern is, can this guy even stay healthy? Is like, that's not a good concern to have year 3 of your franchise quarterback. Josh Allen never had issues, and they compare him to Josh Allen. I don't remember Josh Allen ever having issues with health, right? His issues were, could it be accurate enough? It was something you could work on, but you can't work on that if you're never on the field. or if you're never in practice. And I'm sure it's frustrating. I'm not putting this on him. I'm just saying, like, we're in year 3 and, like, we're still having the same conversations we had 2 years ago. Year 3 of Josh Allen was like, could he take the step, right? He's shown a lot of, like, a lot of really good stuff over the last 2 years. There's a lot of really good moments. Could he take the leap this year? Like, for me, I'm not even there. I'm concerned that he won't even a lot in preseason. Like, to me, that's a concern. Like, they are intentionally keeping him out, is what it sounded like. And I hope that's not the case because like, preseason is where he needs the reps.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
so
what
I'm
Ballard said.
interested
Going
to
to
see
play.
how they play
He
that.
said they're both going to play. What you say?
I'm interested to see how they play that out because I also think people may not like this take. I think Daniel Jones could be really good with this team. Sounds really crazy. Like, I've seen flashes of Daniel Jones as a starter with a really bad team. And I
I
think,
don't
like,
think that's crazy though, 'cause, that's where you can bring up, like, a situation like Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield.
exactly.
Him coming in and Shane Steichen, playing under Shane Steichen could be really good for him if he gets the chance to play. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy to say at all.
Yeah, I think Daniel Jones could be really successful in this system. He's got a really good offensive line compared to any offensive line he ever had at New York. He's got infinitely better, like, offense. I mean, obviously he had Saquon, right? And then, like, let's just call Saquon and John T, like, they X each other out. Let's just say that, right? Obviously Saquon now's in his prime, but and JT's getting there, but he's never had a receiver that's anywhere close to Michael Pittman Jr. He's never had a receiver that's anywhere a tight end that's anywhere close to what he's like, at this point in his career. Like, didn't he have, what's that guy's name? He had that one guy. Forgot his name. He played at Jacksonville for a little bit too.
Evan
What?
Ingram?
Ingram.
Yeah, he had Evan Ingram, but I think Tyler Warren's better than Evan Ingram. And I think he will be better than Evan Ingram. And he's got our wide receiver 4 most years probably better than their wide receiver 1 most years. And so, like, I think Daniel Jones, if he said, man, look at Daniel Jones, the Giants gave up on him way too easy. They really didn't build around him, but we have. And I think there's something, like, if he said something like that, I was like, yeah, that makes total sense. And I think Daniel Jones is probably going to excel with this offense.
It's not a bad take. It's a realistic take. That's why I said, may the best quarterback wins the position. I mean, I know a lot of our fans are shown that they don't have any patience because they wanted Gardner Mitchell to start. They wanted Joe Flacco to start. And now they want Daniel Jones to start because all 3 of those quarterbacks have shown that they able to have a better, completion percentage than AR and able to have success in offense. So it hasn't because he haven't shown the ability to stay healthy. So I get what you're saying. I get what both of you guys are saying. I'm in that group that saying, once you draft a guy that high, can't give up on him. You can't give up on him. You have to ride the waves until he's no longer the quarterback anymore. Because at the end of the day, I mean, this is my take. I didn't know how Lamar Jackson would be being the 32nd pick in that draft. He got looked over plenty of teams. He went to Louisville. Anybody can, being in Louisville is not a bad, it's a bad, to me, a bad conference to where he can do what he did to get the Heisman Trophy. And he had issues beginning first couple years. Now he's MVP level quarterback. This is not me saying AR can be that same person. I've said this on many episodes that if he has the opportunity, the right guys around him, give him a chance. This could be.
My problem with that comparison, call the conference what you want. He freaking won the Heisman Trophy at Louisville.
He did. I'm not taking that from him.
That's that's insane. Like, to me, that shows that you are really good. You are good if you are good enough. And didn't he beat, like, Mark? Who did he beat out that year? Like, he beat out some really good guys for that Heisman Trophy. I need to go see who he beat.
While you got time to look at that. Well, Teresa, I am 39, going on. I'll be 40 at the end of the year, so I'm up there. But I just want to show respect. Just respect that been given from my parents to and my grandparents to just respect a lady. So I'm sorry, Miss Teresa. I won't do that again. But I mean, those points are valid. Those points are valid. I'm not, going to discredit you guys from making y'all points on that because if Daniel Jones is starting, I'm going to support him as if AR is starting. Um, and if he plays bad, just like AR, I'm going to give him the same type of criticism give AR. Nobody is exempt
Oh,
from criticism. Go ahead.
yeah. Look who he beat out that year for Heisman: Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield.
Well, Baker already won already, right?
I think Baker was going for that. So again, Baker was going for back-to-back Heisman trophies.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson beat him out. But I think, but my point being, it's like I get like, hey, that point of it is like they gave up on him, but those guys' college careers are exactly what. It's the same reason why Arch Manning's not coming out after this year. They realize like college experience is so important, right? Baker Mayfield decided to stay a second year at Oklahoma. I don't know if you remember that. Like he
Yeah.
was draft eligible to come out after that first year, but they're like, no, like he probably needs to stay like another year under Lincoln Riley. And look at what it did. It did wonders for him. And then he had a great college career. He ended up in a really bad situation. Like Cleveland is like the death of quarterbacks, right? We all know this. I can't think of one quarterback that's for more than a year. Like I can't think of who's the last quarterback to have good back-to-back seasons in Cleveland.
You're hiding like a turtle.
I don't know what it's my camera. I also am trying to hide my background because I can't.
Oh, I got you. I understand that. I'm doing the same.
There
Okay.
we go. Is this better?
Yeah. What you saying now? You can finish. Yeah. Great chair, by the way, too.
Thank you.
Hey,
Is this better?
yeah, great chair, by the way.
Thank you. Oh god.
But you can go ahead and finish what you're saying. My bad.
What was I saying?
Or you went back to small again, but go ahead.
I
All
mean,
right.
that's the best. Here. There we go. There we go. All right. I can't even remember what I was saying, but
Oh, how they were.
yeah. Baker Mayfield decided to come back, and it did wonders for him, right? It's the same reason why Arch is going to play 2 years at Texas. It's not about winning the Heisman Trophy. It's not. Arch is going to be the number one pick whether he comes out this year or next year, right? It doesn't matter when he comes out, but the Manning families have always, they've predicated on like, dude, like we've looked at starting quarterback. We've had two of them, and we know that college experience is really important. And so they're not going to send Arch to college with 17 starts under his belt. Like that doesn't make any sense. I
What you're
said
saying is
17. Yeah.
it's the same thing that Pete Carroll was telling Mark Sanchez to stay, and he didn't, and he
Yep.
failed in the NFL.
And it hurt him, right?
He did.
Like all these guys that play, Patrick Mahomes played 3 years as a starter at Texas Tech. He didn't have a great college career, but that helped him in the NFL. Josh Allen played 4 years at Wyoming. He didn't go to a top school, but that helped him in the NFL. I guarantee you, if the transfer portal existed when Josh Allen was around, that dude would have been playing Division I football at a very, very good school. That just wasn't an option for him, right?
I think most of us, both of us, I think most kind of like in between, where we was like maybe y'all should have sat year one and we could have just played Gardner Minshew the full season and let him sit behind a quarterback, not elite quarterback, but just back to have the experience of just watching, not in-game experience, but have just sitting on the sideline, the experience of how to flow the game, so like that, just getting the mental reps, not physical reps. And like you said, gave the keys too early. They gave him too. He was complacent. Now he has the opportunity to actually fight for that job if you want it. Right now, it's Daniel Jones' job to lose. Right now, because he got the reps and OTAs.
I also think it's funny that Chris Ballard now wants our patience.
You said what now?
I think it's funny that he's asking for patience now, when virtually the last 2 years they've been shoving AR down our throats.
Oh, she said, "I hope I do." She said, "I hope you didn't do nothing. I wouldn't do for your anniversary, Harish." Yeah, yeah.
I hope so too. I don't know what I would have done. I hope so too, though.
Well, your anniversary was, I think, a couple weeks ago. I think, or
My
your
birthday was a couple weeks ago.
birthday, yeah. So yeah, because you and
I finally I'm now 46.
yeah, you and Austin. I just realized you and Austin birthday a couple days apart.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Austin, you're like 6th,
The 5th.
5th. Yeah, I'm on the 9th.
Wow, wow. No one of your
Happy
guys takes
birthday to
her
you
bad.
too, Austin.
No one of your
Thanks.
guys takes her bad because y'all, around the same,
Yeah.
But I mean, he's speaking patience because his job is possibly on the line. I think I think his contract is up in 2026. So he's probably
So,
preaching that because Carly is probably with her coming out saying that she don't want to just talk about winning, she wants to talk about being the best. That's not on par with what Ballard is saying. Ballard has been saying the same. Um, it takes time. What would you say about how he said, "Well, his time starts when you get a quarterback"?
yeah, his time, yeah, he's like 2 years into his time.
Right.
I'll tell you, by the way, like, I don't know what you guys think about Carly and, like, her demeanor. If I was Ballard, I'm terrified of Carly.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
the
I
way
would
she
too.
speaks and the way she, like, holds herself, like, Jim is, like, loosey goosey. Hey, what's up, you guys?" Carly's like, "Yeah, I
Ain't got
believe in AR, but, everybody has to understand that, you know, we're all about doing it right, and we're all about X." And she doesn't talk about winning. I don't know if you guys like, she doesn't ever directly say we have to win today, right? But
yeah.
she says things that lead, like, that style of speak. I really like. I think Carly is all talk, no play.
She
Like,
speaks
stop
with confidence.
saying, huh?
She speaks with confidence.
She does speak with confidence, but she doesn't say mumble words, right? She doesn't just say stupid stuff just to say it. She literally has a focus, um, and that focus is, we've gotta do stuff right. We have to be a good organization. We have to do, like, we've gotta do the other things well, and then doing those things well will translate to winning on the field at some point. You know this, Josh. Steve Sarkisian talks this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Steve Sarkisian doesn't talk about winning on the football field or getting guys drafted.
It
He
just
talks the number one thing he talks about is the team's GPA.
correct.
And
That's
people are like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?"
but
And,
it means something when you're, like you said, if you're seeing the results on the field. That's what it comes at when the results on the field from the practice during the week.
yeah,
Uh,
he doesn't
right
even
now,
talk about that stuff. It's like, it starts at, like, being the right person, holding yourself accountable in the classroom, and
yeah,
then taking that, and guys that do that will translate to guys on the football field, right? I talk about this all the time. I correlate NFL players to our real-time jobs, and people are like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why do you do that?" Because it's the exact same thing.
free.
It's the exact same thing. These guys are doing nothing but a job. And, you know, sorry, I know I'm talking a lot, but it's been a long time. When
Well,
he talked about
I would,
when he talked about pressure,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, I wanted to, like, poke my eyes out. My wife was watching me, and I was just like, "What is this guy saying?"
Well, I would shift to what your favorite player in Indy spoke about, and that's Defoe. He spoke about how
Being
his worst
embarrassed.
he's ever been in since he's been in Indy, and how he loves Lou. So I'm going to kick off with Austin and speaking on the take of Defoe saying that uh, him being the worst defense last year he's been in since been traded to the team until now, what he sees in Lou new defensive scheme.
Yeah, so hearing all these players talk about Lou, it gets me pumped for the season, gets me pumped for this defense. But it makes me also wonder, how did Gus Bradley keep his job for so long? Like, it sounds like he didn't do anything anything right. So, like, that's what I take from it, from every single player praising Lou. Why did we keep Gus for as long as we did?
Yeah, that's still
Well,
it's still. I mean, I get Shane Steichen being a new head coach, a young head coach at that, and he decided to keep him even when it was bad, and he should have got rid of him. And it's still just wonder why, and even Chris Ballard praises him. He's a really good football coach, but when you up 30 points and you lose 33 points and lose, you can't be a
that's
good football
crazy.
coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your take on Defoe, Harish? I know it's your favorite player, but
Man, when your best player on your defense is like, dude, we sucked last year, and like indirectly take shots at the DC, like that's a problem. Defo
yeah,
doesn't say anything. Like that guy just comes and play. And the first thing, like I need to go back. I actually didn't watch that interview, but when I heard he said that, I was like, thank you, Defo. Like you finally said what we've all been thinking. And it's really eye opening when the star of your defense comes out and said, dude, that defense was whack. And he called out the entire defense. He called out the podcasters. He called out the secondary. He called everybody.
everybody.
And he's not playing around. He doesn't have that many years left. Like if you look, he probably wasted the prime of his career here, and he's pissed at this point. He's like, I'm wasting time here, but I'm loyal to this team because they believed in me. And yeah, I expect the defense to get it this year, and I'm really excited to see what this defense is going to do. I'm actually really excited about this. I think we finally have a second we can be proud of, and I'm really listen. Juju better get his stuff together because he's not going to play if he can't stay. That's another guy. Like we've been banking on him. That guy's going to be a good, but that dude can't stay healthy either. He's in year 3. It sucks to say it, but yeah, this defense better get ready because mediocrity is not going to be accepted.
Is on point. I mean, then you mentioned that guy, you mentioned him, but he has, like you said, he have a hill to climb with speaking on Justin Wiley and how he's been in OTAs and in camp. He's looking really look like he a stud, which a lot of people didn't understand the draft pick. Everybody was like, "What? Why did we do that?" Now we see
Yeah,
because you cannot have enough weapons on that defense, and just having Ward and having Cam buying them in the back end, we needed those guys in that back end because it was pretty bad. We know what we know what we're going to get from Kenny Moore. We know what we're going to get from Jalen Jones, but you're adding those guys in the mix with Nick Cross as well. You got a young core. We're definitely going to see an improvement from what we saw last year with Gus Bradley. Gus Bradley in that zone was terrible. I hated that shit. I'm going to say it just like that. I hated the shit. It gave me anxiety. It gave me anxiety, man.
Buckner speaking the way he did was very eye opening.
Yes. I mean,
Wow.
he spoke about him and Kenny Moore have been very instrumental for us speaking up, even when it was what they are. They spoke up for him as well because they was losing with Flacco, and they spoke up saying, "Hey, guy, we drafted this guy, we got to believe in him." And then that's when they put him back in the lineup. So you don't in the past we never got that, but you have defensive guys standing up for you, speaking the truth. Oftentimes people get cut, but those guys have weight around in this front office and on that team that everybody's going to listen. And I appreciate that from Defoe speaking on how bad the defense was last year in the last couple of years. It's been painful, and I'm excited to see what Lou defense brings moving forward. I'm not sure you guys been in the chat on X how people are saying how Lou's defense is the reason why Joe Burrow's MVP season failure because the defense was ass. So I'm excited to see what Lou would do to teams like who has bad offensive line like the Texans. I think the Jags have a bad offensive line. We know the Titans have a bad. So all three of those guys have O-line issues except us. And so I'm excited to see what Lou brings and dial-ups to that to confuse those young quarterbacks and get to those quarterbacks with their bad offensive line issues. So Another thing
Does do all the teams in the conference in the AFC South have bad O lines right now?
was at least questionables. We know what the Texans they didn't trade away Laramie Tunsil and then trade away Green. And right now, just they added Cam Robinson, question mark. We know the
Yeah.
Titans offensive line been pretty bad over the years, and Jacksonville kind of ramping up their offensive line to be much better because I think they had some issues as well.
Okay.
So
It'll be interesting. I think this is gonna be very, as always, this is gonna be a very interesting division this year.
it is. And I know you guys are probably, we've probably been a laughing stock for years. This defense, this division has been pretty bad over the years, and it's time for us to at least make it, at least put a fight up, to the other eyes of the league. Um, but I think I know me and you have been talking, Harish, for the past days about tempering our expectation, being that when we're too high, we get let down. But when we hear and we just winging it or going with the flow, and the team exceeds our expectations, we get to not crash out because I've been crashing out for the past couple of years because I've been saying 10 wins, 11 wins. Yeah, we were last year we was 2 wins away from winning 10 games. The year before that we was 1 win away from being winning 10 games. But it just seems like we always come up short. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't want to go into the season saying that we gonna dominate and then we just end up shit the bed again. Well, how you guys feel about that? Your expectation? I think I had 10 wins. I think Austin had 10 wins. I mean 11 wins, and you had 10 wins. Should we remain with those expectations, or should we reduce those expectations based off what we know now with the quarterback competition and unknowns everywhere?
I mean, it's easy to say, you need to not expect much because we haven't gave much the past 10 years. Um, but like as a fan, I think it's okay to like say your team's gonna win however many games at the beginning of the year. Cause like at the end of the day, it's just you're a fan and you're just having fun and hoping your team does well. Um, do I think we'll win games? I think it's possible. I think if we have good quarterback play, we'll be up there. It'll be possible. But I don't think like it's guaranteed. Like I wouldn't put money on it or nothing like that. But
I'm willing to put my whole check on
Oh,
it. Go ahead, Harish. You think you should stay the same or kind of just lower it based off just being disappointed at the end of the year?
I mean 10 wins is like a barometer, right? But it's like we say 10 wins because 10 wins is like
The ceiling.
it's like like the bottom of the top. Does that make sense? Like if you get to 10 wins, nobody, man, that's a Super Bowl contender. Teams are like, that's a good team. If you get to 8 wins or 9 wins, people are like, that's an average. So, do I think we have a good team? Yeah, I think and 10-7 gets you into the playoffs. I don't know if you guys have been watching Quarterback or not on Netflix.
I haven't
But
seen
Joe
it.
Burrow talks about how like this season, he talks about how like well last season for them, right? He talks about how like getting to 10 wins is like that's your entry point into those. That's like if you win 10 games, it's a pretty most seasons it's a pretty safe bet that you get into the and listen, like again, pending quarterback play, this team is good enough to win to get to the playoffs. Like it's hard for me to look at this roster. Even last year was hard for me to look at this roster and be like, that's not a playoff. Like I can look at this roster and pending quarterback play, this is a 10-win team. As long as the quarterback is consistent, and that's why I think it's important to like really look at if AR doesn't win this QB competition, that should be okay. Like that should not be like a bad thing, right? Because if Daniel Jones gives you the best chance, so let's just say Daniel Jones comes out and lights it up in preseason. Then what I said earlier is true is that he just needed to be in the right situation. He's got the best offense he's ever worked with. and he's killing it. Like if he just obliterates AR in the preseason, and I think to be on record, like he's gonna have to like obliterate AR in performance. Like it's got to be like a no brainer. Like
Yeah,
that dude is good.
he has the ability to though. He has the ability to. So,
Yeah,
um,
and yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think like saying 10 wins is like out of the question. Because like to me, that's like getting into the playoffs, and the expectation should be to get into the playoffs.
yeah,
That should be the expectation.
I'm with you and Teresa. 10 wins is good. We're hoping for 10 wins. Josh said, "What's up, fellas?" She did ask about Ryan, but Ryan's on. He's taking a longer vacation. He'll be back at some point, so we're looking forward to that as well. But I mean, what you guys most excited about this defense and what Lou adds to this to the talent we had added, in free agency, added on draft day, and the guys we already have. What could you see from this? Where improvements can you see in this defense? When besides getting turnovers and tackling has been the issue. Batter spoke on tackling as well. But should we see improvement on pressure and sacks? I get back to you, Harish.
I think the biggest thing is defensive line. That's where I expect to see the biggest improvement, and just like comfortableness with blitzing. Those are like the two big things for me. Like, if we can get pressure on the quick, I think that's all this defense needs to like take that next step. That's kind of how I see it.
Yeah. What about you, Austin?
Yeah, I agree. I'm hoping Latu takes a big year 2 jump and T comes in and makes an immediate impact. That'd be nice. But I think I'm most excited for our secondary because it's been a big problem for a long time, and we started seeing a little bit of improvement last year, but I feel like this year it's so much better already on paper than it has been for a long time. So, you're hoping more interceptions or just better defense overall. So, I mean, I feel like the defense improved a lot.
I'm excited,
Yeah,
not only for Latu, for JTT, but adding Quitter Pay to the mix, who was on his last year of his deal. He on a contract. Um, and Samson, I mean, he's a forgotten guy in this defense, who had I think 9 sacks before he got injured and missed the full season. Uh, those guys as well. Go ahead.
did Abukum get hurt last year or the year before?
Last year, he
Last year,
got
right?
hurt
Yeah.
in a training camp and he missed the whole year.
Yeah, Achilles is so tough, man. It's just so tough. It's not that I think Abukum is great, but like it's gonna be tough to see how he recovers. Again, I'm talking. I hope Taekwon Lewis can stay healthy. I think if Taekwon Lewis can stay healthy, like that dude is really freaking good.
Now I knew you was gonna sit up here and speak highly of Taekwon and then downplay Samson. Now
Is Taekwon Lewis not a good pass rusher?
he's talented, but he's given so many years to take a leap, and he has not.
Well, yeah, because he can't stay healthy. Listen, if
So
we use the health excuse for Anthony Richardson, why can't I use it for Taekwon Lewis, a guy who's like 85th on the depth chart?
you know why? Because you're already saying that you think Daniel Jones could lead this offense. So I think that
Because I
whoever
do think he can lead this offense. I'm not
and
expecting Taekwon Lewis to lead the defense.
because he's not, but he's
No, I
talented.
never
Right?
said he was. I just think he's a really good pass. Dang, I can't even say the guy's a good pass rusher.
Well, I know you have a.
All right, Taekwon Lewis, you suck, bro. You can't pass rush for nothing.
I want to hear that part. No,
Okay.
I
don't even know what the word pass rush means.
No, I mean, but you add another guy that's as good as well that was had potential, and just has been plagued him for years and years. He has, I think one year he was getting interceptions, he was getting sacks, and he just got hurt against the Titans, I think. And I was like, my God, this guy can't catch
Pressure.
a break. Huh?
That's a guy that can bring pressure. I don't care about the sacks, right? Like sacks, like 2 years ago we had like what? We led the league in sacks, but
It was
couldn't
like top
pressure.
two or top.
Yeah, we couldn't pressure anybody, right? Like to me, it's about putting pressure on the quarterback. and Taekwondo Lewis is that. I don't care about the stats. Put
Quit
pressure on
pay,
the
quit pay, and Latu the same way. It's just they haven't. It's not
I've
coming.
given up on Quiddy Pay. I'm ready for him to leave. Like that
I
dude can
I
go.
like I like
He can go
Pay. I
wherever.
know a lot of people don't like Pay, but I really do like him.
I like him.
His run stopping is really good, but his pass rushing ain't the best.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
JT,
terrible. Yeah, it's not what
JTT
this
and
team needs.
Quit pay probably one of our best run stoppers on defense, especially on the edge. Um, and just adding, it spoke your guy Ballard spoke on Gallimore and Tim Smith.
Neville Gallimore.
Yeah,
That guy's
so
gonna be good.
I'm excited for those
Be a
guys.
good backup. That's the guy that's a space eater, right? Like the dude is huge. Just if anything, he's just gonna clog up lanes, right? And
So
it's
you
gonna
need,
force guys to the outside. And that's what you need. You need guys that can do that in this game. You need guys that force running backs to the outside because they can't come in, right? Yeah, Neville Gallimore, that's a big dude.
yeah. And we already know about Grover Stewart and what he brings. He's going to bring the same as brought for the past 7 seasons. He's just an absolute dog. I have no doubt when he's on any defense scheme, he's going to excel. I have no issue with that. Him and Foe, I don't even worry about at all. They would excel, and Kenny Moore.
It's crazy to think Grover's already been here for 7 years.
It don't feel like it, huh?
Time's been flying, man.
He's getting. I think he's like 28. I think he's getting up there too. So that's what I think he's.
Grover's only 28.
Let me look at it. Let me double check. I should know that it's my twin, so I should know.
That is true. Kind of embarrassing. You don't know how old he is.
I'm so sorry, man. He's not my age.
I'll forgive you.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's 31, so he's.
I was gonna say, dang, he's 28. Yo, let's go.
Him and Buck is like 31 and 32, so they are both. Oh, is he older than Buck?
Maybe about the same age, actually.
Huh?
They might be about the same age.
Let's see. Yeah, 31. They're both 31. So both are in their prime right now, and so it's vital that it's important that we take the next step for those guys. And Kenny Moore, he's up there in age. It's very important. I mean, how old is Zaire? I think he's up there, getting up there as well. He's been in year 7, year 8.
I think he's like 29 actually.
So yeah, he's up there on par with them as well. I know a lot of people. I've seen comments how they just don't like this guy. They want this guy gone. They want him gone. He spoke about how in his press conference today, he spoke about how demanding Colts fans are, and he understands that how they haven't been playing well, included, with the missed tackles and stuff like that.
This is Zaire.
It's time to shut up. No. Yeah, Zaire said that. He said
I just
today
want to do this
in the press
talking
conference.
about his stupid podcast. I just want him to
Podcast, I
stop
don't think
talking about his stupid. Did he mention it once?
Nah. Nope. They've asked about it, and he was like, kind of just ignored the question, or kind of just like, yeah, it just kind of he didn't want to talk about it, because it's been an issue for him.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
And our guy.
I don't want him to talk about it either, because
the guy was public enemy number 1, Pat McAfee, is now back on the AR hype train. He spoke a lot this morning about him, saying how jacked he was, how he's has a potential, and just the stuff that he saw during the season against teams where he led the team to victories, and he just spoke highly, and we didn't see that last year. We saw him just saying how Joe Flacco was the best, gave us the best chance to win. And it seemed like he's turning the page on that book and moving forward and just supporting the young guy as he should have, even if he didn't agree with the tap out, which I didn't agree with. You guys didn't agree with either. And it just felt like, we don't need that type of distraction from a fan, from a player and a fan now who has a big platform, which I know you say you don't like ESPN, but he has a big platform, and it's speaking all this jibber jabber and just having our players going back and forth with him during a terrible season where uh, we still had an opportunity to win, and it just didn't work out for us. So I think with this training camp, new defensive scheme, it seems like uh, after Jim passing, everybody is, like you said, kind of just ready to see results. Everybody is ready to win, and be great. All this the stuff is in the past, should be in the past, and we had an opportunity to start this season. Um, I don't know. I'm still, like I said, I'm still just, I ain't gonna say I'm confused. I still just want to see the wins. Even Michael Pittman predicted us to win the AFC South this year. So
I was gonna ask about that.
I'll let you go ahead and speak on it. Yeah, he spoke about. No, he actually predicted us to win the AFC South. So what do you think about that? I know you had some issues with him being wide receiver 1, and now he's wide receiver number 3. But go ahead. Do you agree with him
I don't
predicting?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Uh, I don't know what to think. Like, can they win the AFC South? Maybe. Like, I just don't think like I feel like this should be Houston's division to like run away with, and they
Ooh,
just haven't proven to me that they can.
ooh,
Like, there's nothing like Houston did. Like, they got C.J. Gardner Johnson, right? Like this season, but they lost so. Like, are they going like? I just don't feel like they had an offensive line enough, and I think CJ Stroud's going to struggle again because that offensive line is bad.
right. And
And
they
it
did.
sucks. CJ Stroud is really good, and they got some more wide receivers, right? He's got weapons. We'll see. I don't know if I think are they going to get his main wide receiver back?
Who? Tank?
Is Tank coming back or is he out? He's
He's
out for
out.
the
Yeah,
season,
he's out.
right?
Yeah, he's out. He's done.
Oh yeah, I mean
They
I
got
don't
Christian
know.
Kirk though.
Huh?
They have Christian Kirk. They
Well,
did
thank
trade for him.
Christian Kirk's been on every team in the conference in the division except ours, so everybody gets him at some point. I just like I feel like I'm not convinced that Houston is taking the step to like establish themselves as the team in the AFC South. I think if we get good quarterback play, average quarterback play, I think that's good enough to win this. Like if AR goes from like really bad to average this year, I think that's good enough to win the division. Honestly,
Chris spoke about the physicality for the new defense, which I think that's what Ballard said as well. We're gonna have a physical defense,
yeah,
physical practice. So I'm excited
excited about.
as well. But about time, we need to be physical in all positions. So
Real quick question for Chris, since he's here in the chat. Yeah, is he at camp this week at all? And I don't want to steal the spotlight or anything, but would he be interested in coming on and talking about it?
see,
I will let him answer in the chat if he's still
it
here.
hasn't been. They haven't been. I mean, shit, fans feel like it's a runaway, as they have felt the past 2 seasons. Like it's just a runaway division for them because they added. I mean, this is not to downplay the head coaching. Uh, the head coach. That's my guy, but they are really high on D'Amico. It's like he can't anybody they grab. This guy's going to turn them into Brian Urlacher. They talking about EJ Speed's going to be a guy. They say
Dear
that's next
God.
week.
Speed. Oh, that's the other podcast guy. Yeah, hopefully they can keep him off a podcast long enough.
Yeah, Chris.
Look,
Yeah, if you can come on, just get us, we'll get with you, and you give us, hope you can give us some insight on different position battles and stuff like that you see in.
band back together. It'd be nice. Nice little reunion.
He'll be out in August. hey, that's perfect either way. Um, but yeah, I mean, they're Texan fans are speaking like they're just already have this division in the bag, and week one is not even here yet. They're
I mean, they won the last 2 years, right?
barely. They did win it, but they won it.
Fair
It
enough.
took them all 17 games
Yeah,
to get to win it, or 18 games.
yeah. That's fine. I mean, we haven't won the division in like fucking, I mean, friggin' like 86
Almost
years.
10.
So it's-
Yeah, we'll collate with you, man. Whether it be a Tuesday or Wednesday. I know you got your show on Tuesday, so we can either go that Tuesday, being that you're just coming off, or we can to Wednesday to give you time to prepare. Either way, we'll coordinate with you. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. Training camp is here. We'll see more videos tomorrow. Um, Outside of quarterback competition, what other competition are you guys excited to see? Go
that
ahead.
corner
Uh,
two competition.
yeah, that's the other main one. The main other one I was thinking of.
What is it?
Cornerback number 2.
The second corner, yeah.
Oh, yes,
Between,
I
I
don't know
guess
who's
between Juju, who's that? Is it Juju and I guess the rookies in there now
and
and
Jalen.
Yeah,
Jalen
and
Jones?
Jalen Jones.
Yeah, that'll be a very interesting, very, very interesting battle.
I was gonna say tight end. I was gonna say running back too, because uh, I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's a competition.
is. Yeah, I don't know if it's I mean, because Herbert,
Everything's a
it did,
competition, right?
yeah,
I
everything's.
guess
I
so, yeah.
don't
Herbert.
know
I
what
think DJ
Herbert
Giddens is better than Herbert.
is.
I
Uh,
love DJ. That was my favorite draft pick. I love DJ Giddens. I think he's perfect for this offense.
Me too. You think they might? Because I know briefly fans wanted us to get Hines. I was like, he's not coming. And they ain't been gone 2 years. I
I
would
think
want.
Giddens is better than Hines
I
because
said that,
just because he's bigger and his ability to run the ball as well. He's a more physical runner, but he's also really quick and can catch on the back.
Chris said he'd be good. Tuesday works would be good. Like you said, bring that man back. It's
Oh,
been a while.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, Giddens, our best pass catcher, running back. I mean, definitely better than Herbert, but Herbert just a veteran running back of the group, who has the knowledge and able to also catch a ball from the quarterback as well. He's not a great runner. He's not a 3 down runner to me. I've never seen him be. I never known him to be that. That's why he kind of bounced around from Chicago to Cincy, and not with us. So who knows if he make? They did sign him to a 1 year deal, right? I don't know if it's 1 year or whatever. I don't know the
Giddens?
amount. No,
Herbert.
Herbert, Khalil Herbert.
I don't remember. I don't remember if it was 1 year or not. I actually don't know.
But it's I'm surprised you guys didn't mention the O line battles. At right guard, and then the center. Are they just gonna go ahead and just pencil Tanner at center?
I would. Like to me, he's the clear. Here's I wasn't really thinking that there was a competition there, but I could be wrong.
Oh, because I got Daniel Pinter. I mean, I don't know. If he's gonna be a right guard or he, he did
Or-
play some center as well. So I don't.
Didn't they bring back that? Didn't they bring back what's his name for our right guard?
Oh, Glow. No, Glow left. Then
Oh, they let him go.
I think he
I
left for
don't
free.
think we resigned him.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think we just
There
held him.
was about the dude we drafted as a tackle to play right guard, Matt
Matt.
Gonzalez or whatever.
They mentioned Freeland. I was like, oh hell, I hope not. I hope not. Do not put Ray Freeland in at right guard. I would take Matt, which has been good.
They
But
said
if-
Freeland got bigger and
Oh, yeah.
stronger, whatever that means. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, I've got to jump off, guys. I know you guys can wrap up here. I'll jump off and go take care of some stuff. I appreciate it. It's good to be back. Football season is back.
Yes,
Before I
sir.
head out of here,
Plug in everything before you go.
Uncle Gandhi, Thursdays, Longhorn fan battle, future SEC champions coming up. Have a good night.
All right. Catch you soon, man. Catch you next week. But speaking of, players, JTT our second round pick out of Ohio State. He did sign his deal. So now I wrapped up all our rookies being signed. I know it took a long time, but he's officially signed as of the other day. And I expect him to have an impact on his defense. Young cat who can get to the quarterback. Pressure is not a problem for him. He got long arms. He able can move any old lineman. He got the skill and the body um, to get to quarterback, get past any old lineman, whether they're small, whether they're big, physical. He can get to them, and he shows the power to get to that power rush to get to the quarterback. So it's good to see. Uh, go back over the comments. Oh, I don't want to forget this, but our guy, the Ghost, number 13, played what 8 years, 9 years with the Colts. Uh, I think did he officially retire? I don't know if he officially retired. I know he played with the Cowboys,
I
but
don't I don't remember ever seeing him retire, but I'd say he's pretty much retired.
same thing with Rivers. Rivers haven't played since 2020, and he's just now retiring yesterday or yesterday, yeah, yesterday. Um, but we got news from FIU that he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is great. Great player for FIU, great player for the Colts. To injuries starting to creep up again. You know, it's been a thing for the injuries. Uh, and just started to pile up on him, and he was unable to be the same Ghost. He didn't have the speed, he didn't have the route running anymore. All that was pretty much um, have vanished, and he wasn't, the guy that we love to see every Sunday. And at that time, he was the only consistent receiver we had on the team. Um, so it's excited to see that he is getting the recognition that he's getting, not only from the NFL but in college. So I'm excited. Congratulations for you. Uh, I don't think he'll be any in the Hall of Fame. I don't know, but he's up there in pass and receiving for the Colts. So I'm excited for him and what he accomplished. What's your take on that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously,
obviously,
well
what is
deserved. I think eventually he should be in the Ring of Honor for the Colts, because he did do so much for us while he was here. Um, so obviously, well deserved. Congratulations. Now he gets to watch his son start in college.
Oh, it's
Uh,
it's, it's crazy. He's just as fast and
yeah,
elusive as his dad, which is like you said. For is his son? Where his son?
was it Wisconsin?
Yeah,
Is that
he,
right?
he did commit to them. And he's just as fast as his dad. Even though he's in a bigger school as than his dad was. I skipped through this comment. Ricky wanted us to. He said, "What are our thoughts with 7, 21, 84, and 91, and 8?" Oh no, he said 7, 21, 24, uh, 84, and 91. I'm happy for I'm happy for us to get. No, is it the 17?
17. Daniel Jones, Gidden, and Warren and JTT.
I got no issues with Daniel Jones, Ricky. I got no issues at all. I just believe in us having the patience with our young quarterback that we drafted fourth overall a couple years ago. For us 21, uh, Giddens would be good for us. They're gonna be really good for us. I know some would say we can just trade Taylor and let him start. I don't think we should do that. Why not have both? Why not have both guys in that running back room? Uh, and your offense just would be the same as if JT was if he missed games or if he needs to sit it for rest. You got Giddings in there who can shut that load, like Zach did a couple years ago before he left for Cincy. Um, we don't need to just have one or the other, just have both. 84, everybody know how we feel. Me and we both predicted him to be drafted, and we was highly excited on draft day to have this young kid uh, as a coach to wear the 84 as Jack Doyle did. 91, yeah, I'm excited for him as well. Uh, we have bad luck with Ohio State DENs, Ohio State players in general, because Paris Campbell was from Ohio State and he was same as Saquon Lewis, injury prone. Um, but I'm not going to speak that on JTT. So, what are your take on those on 17, 21, 84, and 91?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, if like I'm 100% all for AR starting this year, no matter what. But if for some reason injury or just they decide to go with Daniel Jones, I think it could be okay. I don't think the season's in the trash if Daniel Jones is our starter. Yeah, because remember he was also a top 10 pick in the draft, just didn't work out with the Giants. That doesn't mean it can't work out somewhere else. Gidden, I think I think he should be RB2. Definitely will be, I think, by the end of the year if he doesn't start off the season. And I think he can make an immediate impact. He can be a good pass catcher. He can take a load off of JT and maybe help his career go a little longer than it would have if he was just the only running back and like we were just switching out RB2s every year or had Trey Sermon again. Um,
If I don't want that.
yeah, and then Tyler Warren, I think he's gonna make a big impact immediately. Like everybody saw what he did in college, and I think he'll bring just some juice, some great hands, a good outlet for AR that he hasn't had in his since he's been in the league. Um, and then JTT, I'm excited to see if him and Latu will be our, Rooney and Mathis of the future, 2 dominant edge rushers. I think that could be exciting if they both work out to what we think they can be. Uh, it could bring, people that actually watched Mathis and Freeney, it could bring back memories for them. Um, that's what I think.
Teresa added Riley as well from Notre Dame. Uh, what we think about him? I just think he just, he's a good quarterback. He was just removed from playing the national championship, uh, and he's a talented receiver. I might not be QB1, but I see him being a career backup, uh, just like what's the guy from Missouri? I can't remember his name. His last name Daniels, Chase Daniels, like Chase Daniels, who was pretty good at Missouri. He ended up being career backup. He played longer than I thought he would be. And yeah, on this, yeah, my bad on that. I thought it said 7. The font was small, so I had to enlarge the screen so I can see the writing because I got this is in my face and then the fonts are small. So no, I'm not drunk, Teresa, even though you didn't say that. I know some people say he must be drunk. He can't see. But we're gonna go ahead and I don't know what this is about right here. She said
I think
that
she was
pass.
talking to Chris.
Oh, days off now. You can say that you have prior engagement. Um, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and in this night. It's good to be back, guys. Appreciate you guys for y'all continued support. I can subscribe to the channel. Y'all can go ahead and plug in the social. You can follow us on all our socials at um, HS Mob Podcast. You can find us on, like I said, majority of all the platforms, except maybe uh, Threads. We don't have Twitch like that, but except those few things, you can always check us out on the ones you see us from Facebook, Twitter, now X, um, TikTok, Instagram. You can find us on all those. She said 16 is Leonard. What is it him? What number is Daniel Jones? Is it? I got me. I gotta go look. Man, let me go look.
Daniel Jones is 17.
I can't remember what number Riley is. Riley is 15. Riley's 15. Yeah, he took Flacco old number. But yeah, you can follow us on all our socials. Also socials. You can follow me at on Instagram, Facebook. You also can follow me on X at Who Is Y'all Senior. Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, you can find me on X at Cookie Austin 2.
Just say half that thing. Yeah, we all have them. I mean, I'm not, big for a reason. I'm big for a reason. Great show. Looking forward to next week. Have a great week, Josh. He says his name is Big now. It's not. He's not Little Cookie no more. It's Big Cookie. But appreciate that, Teresa. You always been great for us. Been supportive. Continue that as everyone else. But we're gonna go ahead and get out here, guys. We'll see y'all next week, same time, same fellas, and we will be. What is Chris? Is Chris coming next week? Is that
I
week?
think he said he'll be at the camp next week.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought
maybe the next week or something. I don't know. We can
the
talk to
following
him.
week. This is next week.
I'm not sure.
If so, if it's next week, then the band will be back together next week. Chris will be on the show to give us insight on where he, all the interviews he had with players and what he see and inside information, you name it, you'll get it from Chris, which we welcome, we appreciate. So until then, guys, we'll see y'all on next week.
On 1 ounce snap, it's a fact that I'm unstoppable.